beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And incomplete to open things up.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They snap it to Herbert. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Slot man moves right. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Herbert back to the air. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Like a fucking Range Rover. All the see is
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Christian Watson, 34 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Fourth down, here's Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. The try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Barrios now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. It's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 13 on the Charger first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
Let's go. This shit defense.
Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Let's go. Way to bounce.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because That was his longest run of this contest.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some space here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip or fall when it happens in a game.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll run with Carter. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 8 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The slot man in motion right. Wilson will throw again.
Bro, get the fucking ball out, man. Sorry ass bitch.
Wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Oh, come on, Aston Davis.
There, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, here's
No,
Mixon.
sir. No, sir.
4
No, sir.
yards the gain, and
No,
it'll
sir.
bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Herbert off of play action. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Hotel room. Come on, man. Throwing on that dress cause it's see-through.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Christian Watson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Still
good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Right in the seam.
He's got a man complete.
Right in the seam.
All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw the ball away. Throw the ball away.
Taken down back at the 25. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're in halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go, man. We know what we want to do. We're run the same play over and over and over.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at...
Don't worry about it. I got something for you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the
Oh, my God.
point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be
all I can say is fucking wow.
the confidence moving forward.
They'll run with Hall. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Hall.
Wow.
He's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Nixon will try the right side. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
Book. Let's go, man. Make a fucking play.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
Make a fucking play, man. Make a fucking play, defense. Let's go. Make a fucking play.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores.
Nigga throwing back across his body, man. Let's go. Goddamn. Come on, man.
Because of what you just described, the defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help.
They done folded with that pressure 3 times. Let's go. Keep putting pressure on his ass. He want to keep sitting back, run the same fucking play over and over again.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes
turn that shit back inside. Ain't no running, nigga. I'll tell you right now. Ain't no running. You better keep throwing that ball. Ain't no running. You don't give a fuck you got Joe Mixon back there. Ain't no running.
All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Let's go.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall in.
They're going to fold that pressure.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Herbert now.
Let's go, man!
As he throws there, incomplete.
Jam that fuck, nigga. You want to keep sending them down the seam, nigga.
They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it.
Nigga don't know how to read coverage, man. Nigga throwing the ball to one nigga, man. Let's go. Come on, offense. Some shit going, man.
Pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56.
I'm dying so I can live, so I can live, I resurrected it. I'm dying so I can live, so I can live, I resurrected it. Blood in my eyes, I'm going blind, oh.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
They're on 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held it. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side. They have a good drive here. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. There's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down, Jets.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep.
He dropped that? Oh, my.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down.
Oh, my God.
They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Strip that nigga,
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's, oh my God, dog.
He couldn't pull it in though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try to get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Joey Bosa able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this
Let's go, Elijah!
Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 49 yards. And the Jets have made
Let's fucking go, Elijah! Let us make a play, man, from the crib. Let's go.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
I should have ran.
As most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it over and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
All right, here we go. Let's get a stop now. Now we get a stop.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
Strip him.
And he's taken down, but
how you keep getting out of there so quick? Like,
give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
no, sir. Come on, man. That shit weak.
Complete again.
That shit weak, nigga. Fuck no.
Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Here's Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He's got it at the 15.
Come on, Sauce.
A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one whiffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here come the pick.
The Chargers going to signal for the
Let's go.
first
Here come the pick right now.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here come the pick right now. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here come the pick right now.
Here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
Come on, strip him.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Come on, we gonna get him. We gonna get him.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Herbert
Come down.
To Mixon on the check down.
Yep, let's go.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8.
Come down.
Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. To the air again, Herbert.
Nope. Nope. Oh, no! Oh, my God! That was good patience. I thought we had the sack. And I was supposed to be right there. Fuck.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. It's probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw is Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
There's no way he covered.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Why are you stopping? You gotta
say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Again, he finds more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Mr. Baby, they know who I am.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night we just saw.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he takes it in
Still
for
not
the
letting it go
score. The game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
It's offensive play. You would say that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The Chargers are going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.